Hey guys, it's Tracey from Novascotialiving, and I just want you to come along while I make some supper tonight. It's been a really busy day home with the babies and everything, and I have some meat in the fridge. I have some beef, a few packs of beef. I have chicken in there too, but I opted for some beef. I got a couple of onions I chopped up in rings, a package of mushrooms. I'm going to do a thing of fries, and we're going to whip it up. A real quick supper. So come along for the ride. Alright guys, I put a couple pans on the stove. I'm just going to put a bit of oil in it. Oh, I'll do the other one too while I'm at it. I'll turn them on high just so they heat up faster. Then I'll turn it down a bit once it starts to heat up good. Let me see. Can you see both pans? No, you can't. Let me see. There we go. So how's your day going? I got up with the intention of accomplishing a whole bunch. I did do some stuff. I made bread this morning. And I ground up a whole bunch of pork to make ground pork. I didn't do a whole video on it because I've done those before, but I did record a little bit. What I'm going to do here, guys, I'm going to score the meat. I'm not pushing down hard, just a couple lines. And flip them over. Just a little bit. And then when I put the seasoning on it, it'll get in there better. And yeah, we can do this on the barbecue, but I got a house full of little kids, so I don't want to have to run in and out. Let me turn that down a little bit. Turn that down. And get the other pack rolling. I'll bring you back. Alright guys, I put Montreal steak spice and some onion powder on there so far. I don't know if I'll put garlic powder on there. I'll put a bit of salt and pepper. Probably not a whole lot of pepper because that Montreal steak spice has pepper in it. Same with the salt. But I can't help but cook with salt and pepper. Maize. No more coffee bread right now, honey. You already had coffee bread. I made coffee bread the other day, guys, and there's only a smidgen left. If you didn't watch that video, I'll try to remember to link it down below. So here's some salt. I'm about to flip these bad boys over. Just a minute, Maize. These aren't real thick steaks, guys. They're not fast fries, but they're not the great big thick steaks. Whew. I'm not getting you any coffee bread now, babe. You already had some. We're going to have supper in a little while. I got one over there sitting in the high chair, finishing up her lunch, but she didn't finish earlier. Alright, so let's season this side real quick. I buy the Clubhouse Montreal steak spice. You can see those little lines that I drew in the meat. When it was raw, I used my hand to rub it in. But this is hot, so I'm not going to. I'll use the back of a spoon or something like that. No, Maize. Some onion powder. I turn the heat down to medium-high now, guys, because I don't want to get this too rubbery or tough. I just want to cook it at a reasonable pace, and then I'm going to take the meat out, and I'll fry up the mushrooms and onions. Easy peasy. With a bit of balsamic vinegar, it's so good. I got to stay on task. My mind's all over the place. All the kids are home from school except for my teenager. My daughter in her baby belly was here just a little while ago. So So yeah, like I was saying, I had the intention of getting up and doing this and that and this and that. But I did do a few things this morning. I wanted to tackle my disaster of a porch. And by the time I was done doing the things I did already, my joints were barking and the babies were screaming. And I just thought, I'm not going to tackle that and have the kids try to follow me down in the basement and bring stuff up and down, and I just can't do it. So I might save that video and finish it up tomorrow. And yeah, it'll just be out of sync a little bit, but that's okay. I'm out of sync most days, to be honest. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. I don't like my meat when it's red or bloody. A lot of people do. I don't. But I don't like it right dried out either. I like it well done, but not dried out. I don't know what that would be called. And I like lots of flavor on it. If I had been thinking, I just decided what to make this 10 minutes ago, I would have marinated this meat. Because it's nice and thin, and I would have scored it up like I did. And let it sit for a couple of hours in some marinade. And it would have been, you know, it would have been good. This is going to be good too. I just need to be a little extra careful when I cook it. Oh, the little one in the high chair fell asleep with her little sandwich crust in her hand. She's so cute. Just hold on a second, guys. Okay, I decided to just leave her in the seat because she'll just wake up if I move her. I'm just adding a little water to the pan. These pans are a bit old. I need to get new ones sometime. I just don't want to add more oil to the pan if I don't need to. Just so, I'd say these are just about cooked. They're probably still a little pink on the inside, but by the time it's time to eat it, it'll be just right. And what I like about doing the mushrooms and onions after, I can do it with it, but I'm doing a bunch, so I'll do it after. I'm going to just take the meat out and leave everything in the bottom of the pan. So the flavor that's from the meat and the spices will still be in the pan. Perfect. Makes my job a little bit easier. And just do up some French fries, and my husband picked up some of those Ziggy salads from the grocery store. We get them every once in a while. The green coleslaw and the mac and cheese pasta salad. It's nice as a treat. You know, I can make my own pasta salad and coleslaw, but this is a nice treat. So that's what we're going to do. This took all of 10 minutes to do. So easy. The mushrooms and onions will take a little longer than the meat, actually. No joke. So I think what I'm going to do is bring these over. And I'm going to get a lid for this. Actually, I'll probably switch burners. Because I like cooking with this burner more than that burner. It seems to get a little hotter too. I'm going to leave it, I'll put it at a 4. I'll put a cover on it for a little bit and just let it sit like that. I'll move it every once in a while. And when it comes closer time to eat, I'll take the lid off and let it fry up, sizzle just right. Alright guys, let's start doing the mushrooms and onions. I should get the French fries in the oven, but it's only 3:30. And I like to do my mushrooms and onions, and I don't want to do it fast. It takes a while to caramelize onions and cook down some mushrooms how you want it to be, not too soggy. I'm just going to do them all together. I'm not even going to add salt to this because there's a little bit left in the drippings and stuff at the bottom. But I don't want the mushrooms to let out all their juices quite yet, right off the bat. Because then the mushrooms get soggy. I like them cooked down with their taste concentrated, if you know what I mean. So take a good look at it now. I'll bring you back when it starts to really do its business. Just like, okay guys, you can see how it's starting to come down. I didn't add anything to this. No salt, no nothing. Just mushrooms and onions have a lot of liquid in there, in them. And I'm going to cook this. It's on between a 5 and a 6. And I'm going to cook this for probably a good half hour and let that water evaporate. And these things will shrink down real good. I might add a splash of balsamic vinegar, and then I'll add the spices and things like that. And they'll get nice low and slow. It's going to be such a great... when I eat it, I like it right on top of my steak cut up. And the sweet onions and the savory mushrooms and things like that. So good. So, yeah, I'm about to get those fries out of the deep freezer, and we'll get those in the oven. Alright guys, I'm just gonna, you've seen me do these, you know, or do French fries before. These are just down at the local little grocery downtown. Shoestring fried potatoes. So they're the skinny little French fries. Just take that, no, baby, you need to wait until I'm all done. I'm making supper now, babe. I don't generally get the little skinny ones, but there's only a couple, you know, there was only a couple of bags in the whole store downtown, and this was the type they had, so. I'll put it on, I think what it is, $4.50. And I'll bake them for about 15 minutes and then move them around and put them back in, so easy peasy. Alright, you can see how all the liquid's just about gone now. And I keep stirring it. It's still between a 5 and a 6. There's still more liquid to be taken out, but oh, sugar, that's hot. But now I'm going to add a little bit of salt, and I like a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Just a splash, like it just adds a bit of texture to it. I can, oh, jeez, spill it all over myself, why don't I? So, I gotta rinse my hand. That's stinging me. Sheesh. I got a paper cut a little while ago, and that vinegar gets right in there. Jeepers. So anyways, I'm not touching the temperature. I'm just going to be careful. Watch it. I'm going to add a little dash of salt. And that's all I do. I love caramelized onions. This isn't quite technically caramelized onions, because it takes a while to get it down. Oh, where's my salt shaker? I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Just a little bit, and that's it. The fries are in the oven. I've been moving that steak around. Let me lift you up so you can see. I flip it around every once in a while. The stuff on the bottom comes up on the top. It's on a 4. But I'll wait till that liquid evaporates and the fries will be done by then. Then it'll be time to eat. My teenager's home now. So, I love when I'm ahead of the game. Alright guys, I'm going to just move those French fries around a little bit. I turn the meat down to low, the mushrooms and onions down to low. The salad's already made, so. Whew. I'm just going to. Oh, do I have a flipper here? Can you, is that camera angle down there? Yeah. Not the greatest angle, but it doesn't have to be perfect. I just move them around a bit. Then I shake a little salt on there. Move them around. So once these bad boys are done, supper will be ready. That's it. I'll put the timer on for another 10 minutes. Bob's your uncle. Bessie's your aunt. Alright guys, we're ready to fix everybody a plate, so let me go grab one. So, I'll do up my husband's plate. He's still at work, but I'll get it done and put away, so there'll at least be something left for when he gets home with all the house full of kids. So, I already took one piece of steak and cut it up in little pieces for the little ones, because that's kind of time consuming. No baby, don't touch that tripod. I'll give him a big one. And I'll put some mushrooms and onions on top of the steak. So this little spot will be for the coleslaw, creamy coleslaw, and mac and cheese pasta salad. I won't put it on there now because he might have to stick this in the microwave. But I'll take a picture of it when it's all together. And now I'm going to fix up the kids' plate. Alright, well there you have it, guys. It's not greatest lighting. I'll make sure I put some pictures in for you to see, but thanks for hanging out with me today. And this is how I make just a fried up steak supper. You could have mashed potatoes, you could have rice, you could do anything, whatever tickles your fancy, but yeah, so stop on over, I'll fix you up a plate. Anyways, please like, share, and subscribe. Stop in tomorrow and I'll see what I'll whip up. Yeah, peace, love, and happiness, guys. Enjoy.